Through Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, and Bibi Hawa, peace be upon her, the first man and woman on earth, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, spread the human race on this earth. The process of human propagation was such that Hazrat Hawa, peace be upon him, would give birth to twin children every year. One of the children would be male, and the other would be female. The male child of the first pair of Hazrat Adam and Bibi Hawa, peace be upon them, was named Qabil, and the female child was named Aklima. The male child of the second pair was named Habil, and the female child was named Gaza. Aklima, the sister born with Qabil, was extremely beautiful and attractive. Allah, Lord of all the worlds, had blessed her with immense beauty. Gaza, the daughter born with Habil, was not particularly attractive. Allah, Lord of all the worlds, had not granted her such beauty. In this way, Bibi Hawa, peace be upon her, continued to give birth to twin children every year, and this is how the human race spread. When their first two pairs of children reached the age of marriage, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, sent Jibreel, peace be upon him, to Adam, peace be upon him, with a special instruction. Hazrat Jibreel, peace be upon him, came to Adam, peace be upon him, and said, O Prophet of Allah, Adam, the sons and daughters of your first two pairs have reached the age of marriage. The intention of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is to spread the human race. Therefore arrange marriages among them. However, in this matter, the instruction of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is that the son and daughter of the same pair cannot marry each other. Rather, the son of one pair will marry the daughter of the other pair. O Prophet of Allah, be careful that under no circumstances do the son and daughter of the same pair marry each other. Saying this, Jibreel, peace be upon him, took his leave. After receiving such an instruction from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, called his two sons, Habil and Qabil, and said to them, O my sons, a special instruction has come from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, which is that you have reached the age of marriage, and the intention of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is to spread the human race. Therefore, I wish to arrange marriages among you. O my sons, listen well. The ruling of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, regarding marriage is that the son and daughter of the same pair cannot marry each other. Rather, the daughter of the first pair must be married to the son of the second pair, and the son of the second pair must be married to the daughter of the first pair. Therefore, Qabil will marry Gaza, and Habil will marry Aklima. Upon hearing this instruction from their father, Habil remained silent. But Qabil raised a strong objection and said in a tone of protest, O our father, the instruction you are giving us is a great injustice and an unfair command. Aklima was born with me, and reason demands that she should be married to me. Gaza was born with Habil, so she should be married to Habil. My sister Aklima is very beautiful, while Gaza is very unattractive. I will not marry anyone other than my sister Aklima. Let Habil marry his unattractive sister Gaza, and I will marry my beautiful sister Aklima. Allah created us in pairs in our mother's womb, so why, after coming into this world, are you trying to break these pairs? This is severe oppression and injustice, and an unprincipled command. Father, I think you love Habil more, which is why you want to marry my beautiful sister Aklima to him. But I am making my clear decision known. I will not accept under any circumstances the marriage of Aklima to Habil. I will marry my sister Aklima no matter what. I am informing you in advance. If any misfortune arises over our marriages, you will be responsible for it. Hearing Qabil's words, Adam, peace be upon him, said, O son, you may have thought these are words I have made up myself. I am not doing anything on my own. I have merely conveyed to you the commands of Allah, Lord of all the worlds. And you should also know that I will not deviate from the rulings of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, even slightly. The marriages will take place according to his instruction. I once disobeyed his command and was cast from paradise into this world. I can never again disobey any of his instructions. If I disobey my Lord's command again, I do not know what calamity will befall me. I am extremely fearful and terrified of the punishment and chastisement of my Lord. Therefore, O son, humbly accept the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and prepare yourself to marry according to the decree that Allah, Lord of all the worlds, has issued regarding marriage. But no advice of Adam, peace be upon him, reached Qabil's ears. He remained firm in his stubbornness. Adam, peace be upon him, said to them, "Very well, go now. I will await the next instruction of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, in this matter. Then I will inform you of whatever Allah, Lord of all the worlds, commands." After this, Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, supplicated before Allah, Lord of all the worlds, "O Lord, you are watching everything regarding the conflict that has arisen over the marriage of my children. Therefore grant me a good resolution in this matter so that they may receive a clear proof of it directly." In response to the supplication of Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, Jibreel, peace be upon him, came to him with the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and said, "O Adam, instruct your two sons to offer a sacrifice. They will take their sacrifices and leave them on the mountain. The one whose sacrifice is accepted will marry Aklima." Upon receiving such an instruction from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, called his sons again and said to them, "O my sons, the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is that both of you will offer a sacrifice and leave your sacrifices on the mountain. The one whose sacrifice Allah, Lord of all the worlds, accepts will be able to marry Aklima. Therefore go and leave your sacrifices on the mountain." In the era of Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, the custom of sacrifice was that the sacrificial offering would be left on the mountain. Then Allah, Lord of all the worlds, would send fire to burn the sacrifice of whomever he accepted, and this was the sign indicating that a sacrifice had been accepted. Upon receiving the instruction from their father, Habil and Qabil went to collect their sacrificial offerings from their own possessions. Qabil was a farmer who grew crops through agriculture, so he decided to collect his sacrificial material from his agricultural produce. Habil, on the other hand, was a shepherd who earned his livelihood by rearing sheep. So he decided to sacrifice one of his sheep on the path of Allah, Lord of all the worlds. In this matter, he selected his finest and fattest sheep to sacrifice on the path of Allah, Lord of all the worlds. After that, both Qabil and Habil left their sacrifices on the mountain. Commentators of the Quran have mentioned that Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, was present at that place with them. A short while later, a piece of fire came from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and burned Habil's sacrifice. Seeing this sight, Habil became extremely happy and joyful and began expressing gratitude to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Qabil, on the other hand, assumed a posture of shame, regret, and hostility. He said to Adam, "Peace be upon him, O Father, you love Habil and have prayed for him, which is why his sacrifice was accepted. But you do not love me and have not prayed for me, which is why my sacrifice was not accepted." Then Qabil turned toward Habil and said, "Habil, I will certainly kill you." Habil replied in response, "O brother, extend your hand to kill me, and I will not extend my hand to kill you. I want you to bear my sin and your own sin. And Allah, Lord of all the worlds, only accepts from those who are righteous." Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, said to Qabil, "O son, you witnessed with your own eyes what the will and wish of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is. Therefore remain content with the will and wish of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, maintain good relations with Habil, and agree to marry according to the decree of Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Allah, Lord of all the worlds, will be extremely pleased by this, and it will be beneficial for you in both this world and the next." But Qabil paid no attention to any of his father's words. He became even more hostile toward Habil, burning with the shame of his humiliation. He firmly resolved that no matter what, he would kill Habil. From that point on, he began looking for an opportunity to kill Habil. But because Adam, peace be upon him, was present, he could not find any such opportunity. A few days after this, an instruction came from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, to Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him. "O Adam, go to Makkah to visit my house, the Baytullah." After receiving this instruction from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, looked toward the sky and said, "O sky, will you take responsibility for protecting my children?" In reply, the sky said, "O Adam, I am not able to take responsibility for protecting your children." Then Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, said to the mountain, "O mountain, will you take responsibility for protecting my children?" The mountain answered, "O Adam, I am not able to take responsibility for protecting your children." Then Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, said to the earth, "O earth, will you take responsibility for protecting my children?" The earth also gave the same answer to Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him. Then Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, said to Habil, "O Habil, will you take responsibility for protecting my children?" Habil said, "O my father, if Allah shows mercy upon me, I am certainly willing to accept this responsibility." After this, Hazrat Adam and Bibi Hawa, peace be upon them, entrusted the responsibility of caring for and protecting their children to Habil and set out toward Makkah. After Adam, peace be upon him, left for Hajj, Qabil found a great opportunity to accomplish his purpose. Until now, he had been unable to accomplish his goal out of fear of his father's punishment. But when his father went far away from them, what was there to fear anymore? One day, Habil went to the field to graze his goats and sheep. Then he became tired and fell asleep in the shade of a tree. When Qabil saw that Habil was sleeping alone in a solitary place in the shade of a tree, he began to consider this a special opportunity. He thought, this is the right time to kill Habil. But he found himself facing a problem. He had decided to kill Habil, but he could not figure out how to kill him. Since no human being had killed another person before this, Qabil did not know this method. When the eternal enemy of mankind, Iblis, saw that Qabil had fallen into a particular problem over how to carry out the killing, he thought, "It is certainly my duty and responsibility to help him." In fact, he had been waiting for exactly such an opportunity. So without delay, he manifested himself before Qabil in the form of a human being. Then, using his satanic power, he created an artificial snake. The snake began moving slowly toward the human form Iblis. Iblis then picked up a stone from the ground and hurled it at the snake's head. The snake's head was smashed to pieces and it died on the spot. Seeing this method of killing, Qabil was extremely pleased and decided that he would kill his brother Habil using this very method. Having settled on the method of killing, Qabil slowly began moving toward Habil. When he reached Habil, he picked up a large stone. Then he hurled that stone with great force at the head of the sleeping Habil. The blow of the stone split Habil's head open, and he immediately fell dead. Habil was dead, but now a new problem arose. How would Qabil hide the corpse and protect himself? The thought came to him, if Habil's body lies here like this, news of his death will certainly reach my father's ears, and he will understand that I am the one who killed him. Therefore, so that news of Habil's death does not reach my father's ears, and he also cannot find any trace of his body, the body needs to be hidden. But Qabil could not figure out how he would bury his brother Habil, since no human being had done this before on earth. So Qabil picked up his brother Habil's dead body on his shoulder and began wandering here and there, thinking about how to conceal the body. Many commentators of the Quran have said that Qabil wandered in this way, carrying his brother's body for up to 1 year. Some say it was several months, while others say it was a few days or a few weeks. The correct matter is best known to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. While Qabil was wandering around carrying the dead body of his brother Habil on his shoulder, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, decided that he would teach him the method of human burial using two lowly creatures. For this purpose, he sent 2 crows before him. The 2 crows appeared before Qabil and began fighting fiercely with each other. They started pecking each other with their beaks. Then one crow killed the other. After that, the living crow dug a hole with its beak and placed the dead crow inside that hole, covered it with earth and flew away. After learning this method of human burial from the crow, Qabil felt deeply ashamed inside and began rebuking himself, saying, "Alas, I am not as intelligent as this mere crow. A crow knows a method of burying a person that even I do not know. I could not even become like this crow. How lowly I am." After learning the method of human burial from the crow, Qabil also dug a grave to bury his brother Habil. He then placed Habil's body in that grave and covered it with earth. After burying Habil's body, he became completely carefree and thought to himself, "No matter what, I have escaped this calamity. Now who will stop me? I will marry Aklima." Thinking all this, he was walking along and waiting for when he would reach home. At that moment, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, commanded the earth, "O earth, swallow Qabil's body up to his knees and do not let him move at all. He has committed a great sin by killing his own brother." The earth immediately obeyed the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and swallowed Qabil up to his knees. The wretched Qabil could no longer pull his feet out of the earth. He understood that this punishment had come from Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Realizing this, he began pleading desperately before Allah, Lord of all the worlds. "O Lord, Iblis committed a sin and was only expelled from your court. But the earth did not swallow him like this. Is my crime greater than the crime of Iblis, that the earth has swallowed me like this?" A reply came to him from Allah. "O wicked one, however great a sin he committed, he did not kill his own brother with his own hands." Qabil said again, "O Lord, my father also committed a great sin by disobeying your command while residing in paradise. You punished him, but the earth did not swallow him like this either." The reply came from Allah. "O cruel one, your father wronged himself by disobeying my command, but you have committed a crime through which the rights of another have been violated. You have wronged another person. Therefore your crime is the most serious of all." After this, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, commanded the earth, "O earth, swallow Qabil's body up to his chest." The earth immediately obeyed the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and swallowed Qabil's body up to his chest. Then Qabil, lost in terror and desperation, began pleading intensely before Allah, "O merciful Lord, I did not know what I was doing, and under the provocation of Iblis I killed my brother Habil, and I have committed a great wrong. Truly, there is nothing more wrong than this, but O merciful one, your compassion is boundless. You can forgive everything. O Allah, I heard from my father that you forgave his sin through the intercession of your beloved Muhammad, peace be upon him. Forgive me also through the blessing and intercession of that great beloved of yours." At this point, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, in order to uphold the honor and dignity of his beloved, said to the earth, "O earth, release Qabil." After Qabil was freed from the grip of the earth, he thought, "Somehow I have saved myself from this calamity. Now who will stop me? I will be the one to marry Aklima." The moment Qabil thought this, an angel of punishment from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, came and seized him, imprisoned him in a mountain, and struck his head with a stone. Immediately Qabil died. Then Allah, Lord of all the worlds, brought him back to life again. The angel struck his head with the stone again, and again he died. It is said that this angel will continue to punish Qabil in this manner until the day of judgment. A hadith has been narrated in Sahih Muslim from the noble messenger, peace be upon him. The noble messenger, peace be upon him, said, Until the day of judgment, a portion of the sin of every unjust killing that occurs will be written in the record of deeds of Adam's son Qabil, because he was the first person to introduce this terrible sin of killing onto the face of the earth. When Qabil killed Habil, Adam, peace be upon him, was in Makkah Sharif performing Hajj. When Adam, peace be upon him, returned to his homeland and did not find Habil, he asked his other children, "O my children, do you have any news of your brother Habil? I do not see him. Why is that?" The children of Adam, peace be upon him, replied, "O Father, from a few days after you left to perform Hajj, we have not seen either our brother Habil or Qabil. We have searched for them extensively but have found no trace of them. We do not know where they are now or what condition they are in." Hearing this about them, Adam, peace be upon him, understood that Qabil had certainly killed Habil, for he had already threatened to kill him. And Adam knew that the sole reason for this conflict was the wicked stubbornness of his bad son Qabil. So he felt no grief over Qabil. But losing Habil left him completely overwhelmed with sorrow. Then he supplicated before Allah, Lord of all the worlds, weeping, "O Allah, if Habil has been killed, then show me his grave and the trace of his dead body. Even that will give me some peace." In response to the supplication of Adam, peace be upon him, Allah, Lord of all the worlds, informed him, "O Adam, your wicked son Qabil has killed your child Habil. For this, he will have to suffer the punishment for this sin until the day of judgment. And for as many unjust killings as your children commit on this earth, a portion of the sin of each of those killings will be recorded in the book of deeds of your wicked son Qabil." Then Allah, Lord of all the worlds, informed him of the place of Habil's death and his grave. After learning this news from Allah, Lord of all the worlds, Adam, peace be upon him, went to that place and took Habil's body out of the grave, and saw that his head had been smashed to pieces and his entire body was still drenched in blood. Hazrat Adam, peace be upon him, then brought Habil's body home. Seeing the condition of her son, Bibi Hawa, peace be upon her, became distraught with weeping. They then decided that they would put Habil's body in a chest and keep it with them. After they had this thought, Jibril, peace be upon him, came to them with the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, and said, "O Adam and Hawa, the decision you have taken is not the decision of Allah, Lord of all the worlds. You cannot keep any dead person with you. Rather, the command of Allah, Lord of all the worlds, is that you give him a proper bath and bury him again in the earth." On the advice of Jibril, peace be upon him, Adam, peace be upon him, once again properly wrapped his son Habil's body in a burial shroud and buried him.